Yo, what's up, Shadow Knight Gamers? It looks like Nintendo has finally announced the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, if you remember from our previous video, when I was talking about the GameStop leaks, there was something for $199, which at the time we all thought the Nintendo Switch Lite, or Mini as we called it then, wasn't going to come out anytime soon, and I assumed it was just like some type of Pokemon bundle or something. Comes out, turns out it actually was the Nintendo Switch Lite, or the Mini as we called it then, and it looks exactly like we thought it would. So that means that that leak that we saw earlier with the turquoise or teal colored Nintendo Switch, like I guess, backplate was actually the real thing or very close to it, and we didn't realize it. So, joke's on us. But as you know, it's going to be a smaller handheld system. It's not going to have detachable Joy-Cons. It's not going to be able to be used in tabletop or TV mode, which a lot of people were complaining about. They really didn't like that. But given the fact that it's supposed to be just a portable only system, that kind of makes sense, especially since I think this is targeted more towards children than the more pro gamer. This is more children or the casual gamer. So I think it makes sense. You don't really need all the bells and whistles just to like get on a bus or get on a train or a plane and play Legend of Zelda or play Mario Kart. So this kind of makes sense. Now, it's being reported that it's coming out September 20th. Now, I can agree with this. I guess it's good to get the line out there sooner so that way you can, begin to make revenue. You can put this system in the hands of people and get the feedback on it. But I think this would have been better for a Christmas release. But, however, it is being released September 20th and it is coming in three colors: yellow, gray, and turquoise. To be honest with you, I do like the turquoise color the best, but that's just personal preference. So it's going to be $199. It's going to be obviously cheaper than the standard issue Switch by $100. Pretty good deal, honestly. And it's slightly smaller. It's just like the DS Lite and the DS itself, the original like fat DS and the DS Lite. So it's going to be smaller. It's going to be more ergonomic. They actually installed a D-pad instead of the directional buttons, which is what a lot of people have been asking for. And its battery life is supposed to be like 20 to 30% more. It's supposed to be 20 to 30% stronger than the Switch battery that we have now, which I wish they would have done that for the original Switch because it really annoys me only getting 4 hours out of Breath of the Wild, approximately 4 hours out of Breath of the Wild. Like more often than not, I find myself plugging my Switch up, and if they do release the Switch Pro or whatever they're gonna call it, I really hope they address the battery problem in that as well, or at least bundle it with some type of like external battery pack you can plug up to the Switch because that would make sense. But I do like the D-pad instead of the directional buttons because so many times the directional buttons will mess me up, or like I'll press the wrong button. The D-pad has always felt better to me, so that's something that I have been waiting on personally, and I know a lot of other people have. And of course, as we know, it's not going to feature Joy-Cons that detach or a kickstand, and it doesn't support TV mode. It doesn't come with a Switch dock. It's literally just a portable game system, which is fine for, what they're trying to accomplish. The fact that it has a stronger battery and, you know, um, it's more ergonomic and it has a D-pad should be something that should convince a lot of collectors to buy it, and a lot of, you know, people entering the Switch market that haven't had a Switch before, or maybe even young kids for birthday parties or stuff like that. But one of the things I am concerned about, even though Nintendo said they're going to remedy the problem, is how games who only can be played in dock mode are going to be played on this game. Spawn Wave brought up 1-2 Switch. That was a very big thing that I was concerned about as well. They're saying that you can wirelessly connect compatible controllers to the Switch Lite, but I can see this being some type of problem, especially with ARMS or games you might want to play with somebody else. If you can't detach the Joy-Cons and you can't play in tabletop or dock mode, how are you going to play like Mario Party or, even Mario Kart possibly, or what am I thinking of? ARMS or Splatoon. So this is something that I would love to see how they're going to kind of find a way to fix this process when the Switch Mini or Switch Lite comes out. That's something that's going to be very, 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 very curious for me, but I think it's pretty good. I think that a lot of games aren't going to be compatible, and that's going to be one of the major drawbacks of this system. But again, I think that it's marketed more towards kids and people who are just now entering the Switch world. So really, all you need is Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, and Smash Bros. In my honest opinion. And yeah, as we can see from the comparisons, it's lighter than the Switch in weight. It still has a touchscreen. It's smaller though than the Switch, and it has a longer battery life, so 3 to 7 hours instead of 2.5 to 6.5 hours. So that's like a half hour more of Legend of Zelda, or a couple more races you could get, or you can even get through a temple in that time. So that's pretty good. And yeah, there's also, it didn't show it in this particular article, but they also are releasing a limited edition Switch for Pokemon, which has the two legendaries on the back, like engraved into the back plate, and that is something I thought was really cool because they have a couple of, the first Switches that they released that were like special edition, like the Smash Bros Switch, and then the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee Switch. So I think that was pretty cool. I think that's a nice idea. So overall, I think that the Nintendo Switch Lite is going to be great to help people get into gaming and into the Switch world, and possibly even prepare them to buy the Switch Pro. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more. And in the comments, tell me what your favorite part of the Switch Mini or Switch Lite is, and what your least favorite part is. Shadow Knight Gaming out.